Hello! We are back and we're still on the S.S Aqua. Let me check my lead real quick. Alright, still Typhlosion. So, S.S Aqua, this is the third round, which is the hardest question mark round, so to say. They're higher level. Most of them are fully evolved. Stuff like that. They're mid-30s. I think 37 is the highest you're going to see here, though I don't remember off the top of my head. That was just a mere guess based on the fact we see a level 35 with 3 Pokemon. Maybe a 39. I really don't know. But, overall, we're going to try and get through this pretty fast. This sucks, but we'll try Gengar. Shouldn't have a Psychic move. Starmie doesn't get a Psychic move by level up, so... I guess, since I just mentioned it, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but I didn't really mention it. I kind of mentioned the AI not having anything besides level up moves, but whatever. One of the things that was in Generation 1 that is not in Generation 2, and praise the Lord it's not, is, power points on the enemy's Pokemon. So, if you were facing this Ninetales and it had Ember, if you were trying to stall it out in Generation 1, it was impossible. You couldn't do it. It never ran out. So, you would have to either A, kill it, or B, kill it or die yourself. Like, there's no other way. You can't make it run out and have it struggle. It wasn't possible. But, in Generation 2, that was fixed. The enemy AI has their own power points, and through that you can actually stall, so it's what makes Skarmory decent. Anything in here? Nope. We'll just keep Typhlosion, I guess. Probably should go rotate Jinx out. But since we're on the topic of what's changed from Generation 1 and 2, which I mentioned most of the important stuff before, I talked about the reduction of psychic types, but I don't think I've ever actually gone over the type chart change. And there are small changes. For example, Bug has gone from 2 times, or super effective on Poison to not very effective. And Poison has gone from super effective on Bug to neutral. And stuff like that has changed. Ghost is super effective on Psychic instead of Psychic being immune. And really that's fine. I'm not really kind of have an issue with that, but one of the type changes that I do have an issue with, and it really bothers me even though it shouldn't, is Ice was made to be not very effective against fire types. I believe I showed in one of my later parts of Red that is in fact super effective if Ice hits a Charizard, for example, because of the flying subtype. I believe I used Lapras. I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was a Tauros Blizzard. Something along those lines where I showed to make sure that people knew it is super effective because of the flying subtype, and fire is neutral once Ice attacks it. This sucks. But, they changed Ice to be not very effective against fire, which is one of the things that kind of sucks. That's terrible. You're trying to stall me or something? You're not going to do much with just Absorb. Oh, this sucks, though. I don't want to have to heal yet. Ugh. But, they changed it, and to be honest, it kind of didn't really help fire types, and I don't know what the point was, because when you think of, like, what could have been, I guess, like, let's say Volcania, whatever, which is a water-fire type, is a special Pokemon in quote from Generation 6, right? Generation 6? No. I don't remember. One of those. But it's a water-fire type, and let's say you use Freeze Dry, which is super effective on water types. I'm actually going to switch my lead. But, so, imagine Generation 1 rules where fire is, well, it's super effective on ice, and ice is neutral to fire. So, technically, Freeze Dry would be super effective on Volcanion. But because of the way ice was changed, it doesn't work that way. And ultimately, I don't know why. Maybe they thought ice was too strong of an attacker. But it also makes sense why it was such a strong attacker, because it took damage from everything. And it still does. Rock, steel. Well, in Generation 2, steel was added. You have to look at it that way. Fire. And it's like, well, it just dies to everything. And what does it resist? Not a lot. And I just don't. I think Ice got shafted. But anyway. I don't know why I just had a brain fart. So, we are going through S.S Aqua, and one thing that I haven't talked about, I've been meaning to talk about because it is somewhat important, because it's kind of on the side of shinies being a rare event, so to say, in Pokemon, and that is Pokerus. Pokerus is a disease, which is putting it very disgustingly, because in Pokemon it is a good disease. It's kind of like I really wouldn't know. I'm trying to think of a good disease. There's not that many, but Pokerus is a disease that is 1 in 21,845. It is way higher chance of finding a shiny. You know the chances on that. I've already said it. But one of the things that is really cool about it is Pokerus can spread to others. And it's a random chance of getting. You could have one playthrough where you have it and you can spread it among your party members. And then there's others where it's useless. Now, what Pokerus does specifically is it doubles your effort values from a Pokemon. And effort values are complicated, and overall, I don't really want to explain it, because it will take a long time. But one of the things that effort values do is they increase your stats after you defeat a Pokemon. For example, let's go with Pidgey. Pidgey is very simple. You beat one Pidgey, you get 1 speed effort value. What does Pokerus do? Well, it doubles it. So, if you defeat, let's say, 8 Pidgeys without Pokerus, you get 8 speed effort values. Well, Pokerus doubles it, so it's 16 now. It makes it easier to get those effort values, and it's really valuable in Generation 2 specifically, because you can get max values on everything and there's no limit, like there is in Generation 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And so it makes it incredibly valuable, because that way you can get max effort values pretty quickly. It doubles it. It's really valuable. And one of the things that can happen in Generation 3, pretty sure, is that because of the way the clock system works in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, if you actually roll it past midnight, not past midnight, on midnight, and you like store it in a PC and then bring it back out and leave the building, you can actually remove Pokerus. So make sure, if you have Pokerus, be careful in Generation 3. I don't think it's possible in Generation 2, mostly because the vast majority of change between Generation 2 and 3. That is such a flashy animation for such a useless, like, I shouldn't say useless. Aurora Beam is actually pretty powerful for, like, early on, and heck, even mid-game, it's really good, but it's super flashy for no apparent reason. And moving on. I don't know, I'm trying to think of something to talk about. I got nothing. We have a sailor here. I mean, that's interesting. With a Kingler. With a Kingler. So we did not find a level 37 at all. Doesn't mean we didn't try, we just didn't find one. Paralysis is really coming in handy with Body Slam, which, by the way, is only 30%. Okay? Just to remind you people. And done. I don't think we have that much left on the S.S Aqua, so we can finish this pretty soon. And I want to point out, I could have gone to Goldenrod and picked up Thunderbolt for Gengar or Ice Beam for Jinx, but one, I didn't want to do it, and I also didn't want to have to like cut this somehow and go do that, and I didn't want to do that. This might live, and it could be trouble, because it should have Karate Chop at that level. Might crit. It didn't even get a chance, but it's still dangerous happening. Oh, great. Machoke again. Let's go, Gengar. It shouldn't have anything that can actually hit me. I might just teach it Psychic. I'm still struggling over the decision to teach Gengar Psychic or Gauge Drain, because really Dream Eater has done Zip, which is not very good. Of course, I mean, if a move does 0, it's not very good. I think I used it like twice. Maybe that was Suicune. Was it? I don't remember. I'm gonna use it right now just because I can. 100 power Psychic move, you're dead. Nah, don't even bother. Just get off my screen. Nah, we know for a fact that's not gonna stay anywhere near the yellow, green, or red. So just paint it white and get it the hell out. Get it. Rocked and rolled over. Alright. At least this guy is a great sport about handing over cash to a 10-year-old. And we'll just leave Melting. I'm not really in a rush to even out my team because we still have plenty of Kanto to worry about. We check over here. He's like, brah, brah, brah. And that's the end of S.S Aqua. Let's go heal and get the hell out of this boat. And with that, we are done with S.S Aqua. Thank the Lord, we are done. We will not be seeing this. I'm going to make sure we battled all the trainers. We will not be seeing this ever again unless I play the remakes, which, that's a long ways down. So before we heal and get off the ship, we will, I don't know, who should we deposit? That's useful, you're useful, you're useful. No, I need you. Kingdra, but we'll get rid of Gengar. Even though it probably will be useful for the next gym we're gonna do. What's Jinx at? 46, not that far off. But will give us time to, of course, level it up and make it match our other team members. Time to sleep. We'll heal Kingdra's paralysis. And there we go. That is a great sound to hear, especially after dealing with the ship. And let's move on. So, arrived in Vermilion City. And with that, we are officially back in Kanto, and we have plenty of stuff to do. So next time, we will be heading to Lavender Town. We'll be doing some stuff there, and we also might take on Fuchsia's gym leader, depending on how I feel. That's up to debate at this point. I don't know why I went here. But that'll be next time. So, till then.